Welcome to a special episode of E-commerce Connections by the Amazon Sellers Society. Our mission in this episode is to introduce you to Lamia. What is Lamia? Who is Lamia? And how can Lamia help you as an Amazon seller expand your business on marketplaces like Etsy, eBay, Shopify? We're going to discover all this and so much more. So let's get started. Muhammad, welcome to the E-commerce Connections podcast and welcome to the Amazon Sellers Society channel.
Hey, Chriselle. Thank you for hosting me. It's a pleasure.
Tell me a little bit more about Lamia. Who's Lamia?
So, Lamia, the idea was born basically to help us, or me especially as an e-commerce seller, to unlock the potential of any other marketplaces or e-commerce channels that I can sell and make more revenue out of my products that I'm just trying to sell. So just to give you a bit of a background, I am an Amazon seller and I sell a lot of Amazon, but even Amazon is super simple as a platform, but it took me a while to unlock its full potential by understanding the buy box stuff, getting some plugins here and there like Helium 10, whatever, just to understand some analytics and so on. And I felt like if I want to expand, I don't want to do that again on other e-commerce marketplaces or channels like Shopify, Etsy, eBay, whatever you mentioned. So the idea of Lamia was born due to that, in the sense that I thought, why not create a platform, like a centralized platform that helps me unlock all of those challenges and make any e-commerce seller who is interested to expand and sell in different channels and marketplaces to manage everything from one place, which is Lamia. At the beginning, as a start, Lamia helps customers to basically, or sellers, to publish their listings across all of these e-commerce channels, hassle-free, like with just few clicks of buttons, without worrying about taxonomies, without worrying about requirements, without worrying about image specs, and so on. So basically, you just connect your existing channel, or you can start from scratch if you are a new seller. You create your product data, and then you decide where you want to publish these products, as simple as that.
That's incredible. And of course, by the end of this show, for everyone watching, they're going to learn, because you're going to show us exactly how this can be done.
Yes.
The only thing that I want to ask you, Muhammad, before we dive into the demo is, I should have an account on Etsy if I want to sell on Etsy. I should have. So those things, I should be prepared with having sellers accounts, and then Lamia can
Yes, so from an onboarding perspective on these e-commerce channels, I guess that this nowadays it becomes a very simple process.
Yes.
Like Amazon has it, few clicks, all what you need is just your license and that's it. And all of the others has the same. So we didn't focus on that because setting up this mainly focuses on the KYB process that a seller need to do and so on. So yes, you need to first have your account set up. And once your account are set up, then all what you need to do is basically subscribe to Lamia or register an account on Lamia, connect these channels, and then manage everything from there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
My second thing is I want everyone to know that you guys have generously given the audience a 50% off Lamia.
Yeah.
They can start, we're going to leave all of the link, everything in the description box of this video, but give us a little bit more information about if they want to get started, and they should get started right now, what you guys are offering.
So we are offering basically 3 different plans at the moment. The free plan, which allows anyone to play around with Lamia and understand how it works. Even, by the way, it is a suitable plan for
beginners,
e-commerce that are starting to play around e-commerce, you can say. And we have the basic plan, which is a bit more advanced, but it covers the same features. What's nice about the plans that we've done is that all of it covers the same features, but with limited quantities or limited counts of SKUs and products and so on. Yeah. And we do have an additional very nice feature for basic and pro plans, which allows customers to do a real-time inventory sync between channels, connected channels. Like, let's say I have 20 of product X and a sale happens on Amazon, then the new count will be automatically reflected across all of the different connected channels at once, so that you don't need to worry about managing these quantities.
Okay.
Yeah.
So step number 1 for everyone that wants to follow along as you are teaching us, step number 1 is go to the description box and set up your Lamia account. either the free account or get a 50% discount on all the subscriptions. Step number 2 is
just connecting your channels.
connecting your channels.
Yes.
So let's get started.
Okay.
Okay.
So as we discussed, we talked about connecting channels. Now I'm going to highlight how easy it is to connect the channels. So once you log into Lamia as a dashboard, you will land into the channels section, in which you will see this prompt of adding a channel. Once you click on it, you will see all of the channels that currently we support. And yes, we are working on introducing new channels. Starting with Amazon as a very beginning, all what you need to do is just specify your channel name, pick which region you're operating from the marketplace perspective, and then hit connect. Once that happens, you will be prompted to basically authorize Lamia to connect to your Amazon account. And once you click confirm, then it will automatically take you back to Lamia and your store is connected. It's as simple as that. Now, allow me to do this to multiple channels. The same applies to Shopify, which all what you need to do is basically specify your Shopify store URL and then connect. The same thing for eBay, the same thing for Etsy. I'm just trying to connect all of these right now to highlight what's going to be the next step and how easy it is to publish the listings. Yeah, so at the moment, we can notice that all of the 4 different channels that I spoke about are connected. What I can do next is go to the next feature, which is the products. So the products basically is the source of truth of your listings, which are the products that you'll be gonna facing your customers to buy stuff. And we have 3 different ways to add products into Lamia. One of them is basically if you are an already existing seller, you can basically sync your products. By sync product, it means that grab the details that are already existing under one of your e-commerce channels. So right now I'm going to pick my Amazon UAE account and I'm just going to try and get some of the products from there. And we have a second one, which is import products, which allows customers to add products via an Excel sheet. It's a very simple process, like the sheet already has it all. And the third one, which is the manual product creation, in which you can manually go and pick the products and basically add it. As you can see right now, this is the catalog of my Amazon account. It shows all of the products that I'm already selling on my Amazon account. What I've done, I just selected only those 3 products as a demo, and then I hit next. The products right now are available. And again, it's not only about getting it from the channels. You can at any point of time, if you're not confident about the content of the product, you can go and edit that specific product, even if it came from the channel itself. But I'm gonna skip that for now. Going into the listing part. So Lamia allows you, what's nice and really cool about Lamia is that it allows you to create listings across all of your channels and basically at the same time, which means that our system is capable to mix and match, or basically to synchronize all of the different criterias and requirements between different platforms. Like, you know, right now, category X under Amazon is different than category X under Shopify and so on. So here, what you can see right now is the UI that allows you to design your listing. And as you can notice, I'm gonna publish it to Etsy, eBay, Shopify, and Amazon. I have the all section, which allows me to manage the images right now. Like, by that, I can change the primary image, I can upload a new image, I can remove an image, I can do whatever I want. And if I go to content, this content basically, if you are under the all section, it represents all of the different fields that are required across all of the channels. So I'm gonna fill this real quick. Now, something really interesting, which let's talk about Amazon as an example. When you publish a listing or when you try to create a listing, you notice under Amazon that there's some directives when it comes to the fields that you wanna set for your listings. Like there is the recommended attributes, there's the required attributes, and there's a combination of all. Well, we have the same thing in Lamia, in a sense that we show you all of the required and all of the additional fields that can be passed or used, but you can just skip them if you want. Giving the user the same experience that he learns or basically knows under the marketplaces, so that it makes it like familiar for him, easy to use.
But Muhammad, this also works. Or by this I mean Lamia also works if you are, for example, an Etsy seller that wants to sell on Amazon.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.
So it's not only for Amazon sellers, but of course we're highlighting Amazon because of the channel and because of Amazon Sellers Society.
Well, basically, the main reason why we're highlighting Amazon, because as a point of start, you notice from an e-commerce perspective, everyone starts with Amazon because it's like the biggest marketplace here.
That's true.
But yeah, that's a very fair point to highlight, because Lamia basically allows you to do bi-directional connection. So it's not from X to Y, it's from everything to everything. You can decide whatever you want to do. So if you are an Etsy seller facing challenges going to Amazon, few clicks, Lamia help you. If you are an Amazon seller facing challenges to go to eBay, for example, or you feel like it's a bit of a hustle to do it again from scratch directly under eBay, Lamia is for you too.
Perfect.
So getting back to the demo, I basically filled some of the fields. Here you can notice that Lamia automatically told you that for some channels, there is some specs that didn't meet the criteria of that channel. So let's take, for example, under Etsy, the title, it says that, hey, the length of the title should not exceed 140 characters, which is something that on the long run, from a sync perspective, if you want to move directly or import whatever, it's going to create a challenge for customers. But here it's just like it will help you and guide you through all of it so that you don't face these sort of issues. So I'm going to fulfill all of the requirements right now. A few additional attributes like dimensions, things like that. Going to eBay, let's see, what did I miss there? It's the condition of the item, that's fair. Going to Amazon, what did I miss here? Few dimension attributes, the minimum age for that specific product type. And by the way, I want to highlight something really important about the product types and taxonomies and how Lamia can help you with that. So right now, I guess I fulfilled all of the requirements. I'm going to save and try to publish my listings. So, of course, publishing listings via Lamia puts you in a position where your listings are now sellable, which means that you can go to Etsy, whatever, it's live. Now people can go and buy it and place orders. So that's why we have this step in which you create these listings as a draft. If you want to take a look at again, if you want to edit it again, if you're not happy with the outcome or whatever, you thought about the different naming and so on. So you are still able to manage that from a draft perspective. And if everything is okay with you, you'd simply click publish. And then within few minutes, let's highlight that, within few minutes, all of the products or the listings that you just created will go there and become live for any seller or any of your audience to basically go and place an order. Right now, for example, I've did this. I'm gonna show you right now on my Shopify store, this specific listing, how it looks like and so on. If I go here, this is my Shopify store. I'm gonna refresh to make sure I got the data. And here you go, the listing exists with all of the descriptions, all of the categories, all of the product type that we specified, the vendor, the SKU, dimensions, and so on. And that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Muhammad, one extra question that I want to ask you. Of course, we're based in the Middle East and we focus on Amazon in the Middle East.
Yes.
You're an Amazon UAE KSA seller, but Lamia is not just for people who are selling in the Middle East, of course.
No, of
Lamia
course
is
not.
a global tool.
Yes.
So who can utilize Lamia?
I mean, again, getting
Anyone.
back to the main thing, it basically anyone. If you are a new to e-commerce, you can play around with it. If you are an existing seller, you can play around with it. It's just for anyone all around the globe. Like, for example, for Amazon, we support all of the different Amazon marketplaces.
Yes.
It's not strictly limited to a specific region or
Of
whatever.
course.
Same thing applies for any other platform that has regions like eBay and so on. Yes.
Thank you so much, Muhammad. Everyone, you no longer have a problem to expand your business. I'm so excited to hear your comments, questions, any advice or any thoughts you have. Leave them in the comments section below, and I'll make sure that Muhammad and the Lamia team get back to you, or I get back to you with your comments. And if you really like this show, make sure that you hit the thumbs up button, because it helps us and it helps this particular episode reach as many sellers as possible. And you know, this is one of our missions. And if you really like it, you should also subscribe to the channel so you never miss another episode. I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Thank you, Muhammad.
Thank you so much again.